Okay, so it's safe to say the internet just exploded again, and the reason being, in case you haven't known yet, apparently Lex Luthor and Alfred Pennyworth have been casted as, and I'm going to talk about it. At first, actually, it's kind of funny. I wasn't convinced because there was one that made me go, wait, what the hell is that? Huh, and if you've already seen it, you probably know which cast I'm talking about. There's a really good cast, in my opinion, and there's one that I'm really on the fence about. I'm really like half and half on the other one. I'm more optimistic than some people. But, anyway, let's talk about the first one. Obviously, right here, yeah, Alfred Pennyworth has been casted, and the person they got to play him, I think, is a great pick. Jeremy Irons. Now, Jeremy Irons is one of those actors where I've loved this guy ever since I first heard his voice playing Scar in The Lion King. So I've been a great fan. I think he's a great actor. I'm always excited when I see Jeremy Irons in something. It could be like in a 2-minute cameo, and I'd be like, oh, Jeremy Irons! I've always said that, actually, it's kind of funny, that Jeremy Irons was actually my fan cast pick as Mr. Sinister. But, yeah, I think he's a really good pick for Alfred Pennyworth. I think he could really play off a lot with him. Especially, I really want to see that, how he plays off of Ben Affleck. I really want to see how he plays off of Ben Affleck in the Superman-Batman movie. I really want to see that. But all in all, I think he's a really great cast for the character of Alfred. I think it's, again, I can't stop gushing over the Jeremy Irons as Alfred Pennyworth. I just think it's an absolutely fantastic cast. He's a fantastic actor. He's won Academy Awards. I can't say anything bad about Irons, really. So I think he's great. Actually, when people talked about who was cast as, and everyone just said Irons, I was like, wait, which Irons are we talking about here? And I had to, no one said Jeremy when I was looking at the first post. I was just like, well, which Irons? There's a bunch of Irons in actors. Like, are you guys talking about Ironside? I don't fucking know. So I had to look, and I was like, oh my god, Jeremy Irons! So, needless to say, I am fangasming over Alfred, this cast for Alfred. So yeah, not much else I can say about Alfred. Let's move on to Lex, which I have a lot to say about that. Okay, obviously the one I'm kind of on the fence about is the cast for Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor has been cast, and he's being portrayed by Jesse Eisenberg. First off, I think Hollywood was confused when people said, we wanted Heisenberg, not Eisenberg. But anyway, regardless, what do I think of Jesse Eisenberg as the greatest criminal mastermind of the 20th century, the 21st century? Excuse me. I don't know, because I've seen movies where he's played comedy roles. I've seen a lot of he's done a lot of comedy roles. But I've also seen him in very dramatic roles. I've seen him in The Social Network. I thought he was great in there, and I saw him in Now You See Me, which he played a very good role. Both roles had him playing this kind of scheming, underhanded kind of character, and this very superior type character, which I thought, that's Lex. That is totally Lex. This superiority personality, thinks he's the smartest guy in the room, which he sometimes is. I think I see what they were trying to go for. In a weird kind of way, I see what they were trying to go for what they wanted to do with Eisenberg. Now, people have been saying, oh, he's too young. Well, actually, what I found out is that Eisenberg is apparently older than he looks. He's, almost 30. I never knew that. I always thought he was younger. And we have had comics where we've had younger Lex Luthor, so I'm actually okay with that. And then people... Actually, here's the dumbest one I've heard. It's like, Eisenberg isn't bald! To which I respond with, fucking really? Fucking really, guys? You're mad? Some people are mad because he's not bald? Here's a fun fact. Everyone who has played Lex Luthor has hair. Has had hair. Every actor who's played Lex Luthor has had hair. They just shave it off. So, yeah. Anyway, now, having said that, though, I do have my thoughts. I am very optimistic about this. I'm always optimistic about casting. I was optimistic about Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. I still have my fears, though, don't get me wrong. I have a lot of fears pertaining to Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. However, I've seen... Jesse Eisenberg has proven that he can be a great actor. And the perfect example, we always have to go back to Heath Ledger as the Joker. That's the one everyone he can't be that character? Oh, wait. So, who knows? That's really the thing. I always go back to everyone said things about Heath Ledger as the Joker, and look what happened. It's kind of like a lot of people had a lot of fears for Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. Now we pretty much see him as a Wolverine. So I am very optimistic. On the other hand, do I have fears? Oh God, absolutely. I have a lot of fears about Eisenberg playing... Now, for those who don't know, Lex Luthor is one of my favorite DC villains, DC Comics villains, period. He's at number 3 right behind Captain Cold and Brainiac. Brainiac being my number 1 DC villain, but if you were to ask me my favorite Superman villains, Lex Luthor's number 2, still behind Brainiac. So, yeah, if he messes up my favorite, probably my second favorite DC, Superman villain, then, yeah, we have some problems here, WB. We have some problems here, Warner Brothers. But, yeah. Am I optimistic? I always want to be optimistic, because I think because they're actors, when it comes down to the core of it, these people are actors. And, sometimes their acting sucks, sometimes their acting is fantastic. So... I really have to give everyone who gets casted in any sort of superhero role, give them the benefit of the doubt. I can give them the benefit of the doubt regardless. But am I still scared as all hell? Yeah, I am. But I don't know. Again, I see what they're trying. I see what Warner Brothers is trying to do. I, honest to God, see what Warner Brothers is trying to do, because I have seen Jesse Eisenberg, be these very Lex Luthor-esque characters. Truth be told, actually, I think the perfect fan cast for me would be, I actually think he'd be a great Harry Osborn. I think he would be a fantastic Harry Osborn. No discredit to Dane DeHaan, I just haven't seen Dane DeHaan. I only saw him in the trailers, and he's alright, but I'll have to wait till the whole Spider-Man 2 movie. But he had such great chemistry with Andrew Garfield, and he did play that kind of superiority complex character that Harry's sometimes known for, like Norman. I thought he'd be I think Eisenberg would have been a great Harry Osborn. Lex, you gotta convince me, because he's not only one of the greatest, he's probably the greatest Superman villain, but also, he is next to the Joker, he's like the epitaph of the DC villains, and comic books in general. When you think comic book villains, Joker, one of those people, one of the two things that people are gonna think of when they come to comic book villains is either the first thing that's going to come out of their mouth is Joker or Lex Luthor. Yeah. So don't get me wrong, I am nervous about this, but yeah, I want to give Eisenberg the benefit of the doubt. And like one of my, someone I watched called CK, a lot of numbers, CK said this the best. Eisenberg, please stay away from the internet for about 48 hours. You're not going to like what you see. Yeah. But anyway, guys, I really want to know, what do you guys think of these casts? Do you like Jeremy Irons as Alfred Pennyworth? And do you like the cast for Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor? Do you guys like it? Do you guys hate it? I really want to know. Because this is kind of like with the Ben Affleck thing. It feels like every time they announce a cast for this movie, the internet just has an explosion. Like, Ben Affleck is Batman, boom! Gal Gadot is Wonder Woman, boom! This, kaboom! So, yeah. Anyway, guys, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later.